Hello and welcome to another episode of Citadel Adventures. This is Beriathan of the Citadel of Gondor, and we're back in Felaggoth, continuing the Lay of Rust and Rime. So, at the end of the last episode, we went with Thranduil to defeat Ifanthamel. We're still looking for Karazgar. Thranduil said he was gonna go to Caras Tilion alone, and let us see then how it went for him. Beriathan, I cannot explain what has happened. I became certain that Karazgar sought something precious within Caras Tilion, and so it was there I traveled with a small company of scouts and warriors. I led my kin into the height of our old home, and I was pleased to see it free of the webs that once choked it. But we were not alone. Indeed, evil spirits lingered there, but they did not seem to notice our passing. It was Karazgar and his men of Mordor that fell upon us, and I rose my blade to attack. However, as Karazgar raised his weapon against me, I felt my mind and vision turn to darkness. It washed over me in what felt like a mere moments, but when I awoke, I stood before Felaggoth, alone. I know what fate must have befallen my king, but have the Valar themselves spared me? They would not do such a thing. They could not, and nor could she. When Caras Tilion fell, one of the servants of Valar fell with it. She was known to me as Tárasánë, but among my kin she was the Green Lady. I thought her vanished or gone to the uttermost west, but I cannot bear to return to that place again. I ask you to do what I cannot. Go to Caras Tilion and see what became of my king. If Karazgar remains, he must not be allowed to harm Tárasánë. Tárasánë? Oh my god, what's the proper way of pronouncing that name? Kenya names are hard. So we're going to Caras Tilion. What do we do afterwards? I mean, still gotta locate those missing places in Loeglon, but it seems for the time being, at least, we're not going there. Well, let me check the map. As soon as we come out of the caverns, let me check the map and let's see if I can find a way. Okay, so I mean, Caras Tilion is not that far. Okay, I think I have an idea. Yeah, I have an idea. Well, I have a couple of ideas actually. Not sure which one will work the better. So I'm gonna think about it while we go to Caras Tilion. How many spirits are we missing in Caras Tilion again? 18 spirits to complete the first half of the deed. We can do that. Just gotta keep riding to the south. I mean, it's a straight line, so at least there's that, thankfully. What's the way now? It's this one. It's been a while since we've been here in Caras Tilion, but you will remember last time we were here, we found the first pile of rust. So it makes sense for Karazgar to come back here. Hopefully, we will find out what he was looking for. Well, what happened to Thranduil too. Alright. There we go. Gotta dismount. You notice a trail of scattered rust leading deeper into Caras Tilion. Flecks of rust. That works. Just gotta keep following the trail. An artifact chest? Yeah, why not? Let us take it. Some more. Upstairs. As Thranduil feared, the battle consumed the elves and men alike, but Karazgar fled deeper into Caras Tilion. Yeah, we can see that. The men from Mordor, the elves of Felagard. What a desolate thing to witness. Yeah, that's the way I like it. One-shotting everything inside. As you step into the pool of water, a towering figure appears before you. The Green Lady, of course. I mean, servants of the Valar are not so easily dispatched, so of course, well, glad to see she is doing okay. I think that's a good spot for the picture. I knew it would be you. The Green Lady gazes at you for a long moment and studies your appearance. The Elvenking once looked upon as you now do, but in time his gaze softened. I spared him the wrath of the one you called Karazgar, but the dooms of his king could not be prevented. Indeed, I also spared him the memory of looking upon me once more, for I know the hurt it would bring him. The one called Karazgar thought to raise his weapon against me, but he is beneath the notice of me and my lord in the uttermost west. I touched his blighted flesh to heal it, and he recoiled at once as if in agony. He could not overcome me, and so he fled in fear. Oh, interesting. You have come sooner than I foresaw, and so now you must depart. You shall know when to return. I knew well that you would return to this place, Beriathan. I have watched you from afar, and I have witnessed your fate shape itself anew time and again. You desire to keep safe the peoples of Middle-earth, but many trials still await you. The Herald of Winter, the Weeping Warrior. Your foes shout themselves in false titles, but their names are not forgotten to me or to my lord in the uttermost west. Indeed, I know whom you seek, but only through my will shall such knowledge come to you, and only through my power shall such things be revealed. Sleep now, little one, and you shall learn where your fate leads you. Sleep, little one, and the truths you seek shall be revealed.
In days long past, I knew her as Tárasánë, the Green Lady. But the wickedness of the necromancer and the great spiders of Ungoliant tainted the greenwood, and she was lost. What has become of her? Has she departed these lands evermore? Even now, I cannot say.
Tárasánë, there you go. Thank you. Where are we? The Pristine Glade. The Pristine Glade? Really? And there are some dwarf... Okay. We're gonna get some answers now, but I gotta say, I didn't expect to be back to the Pristine Glade. I mean, you know some of the spirits that roam Gunland are servants of the Valar too, but even so. Do not fear, little one. You have fallen into a deep slumber, and here you dream of distant lands. Curious, of all the lands you have beheld, your mind has wandered hither. You have come to this place before, have you not? You have seen it in waking, but through my power it has been shaped anew by your thoughts and desires. Look around you and see now those visions of what it is to come. 3 visions I grant thee. Of foes, of far-off lands, of futures uncertain. Of thy dreams and desires. Behold. Alright. So, this would be the first vision, I assume. No? Or do I need to get closer to it? Ah, that's even the soundtrack of Rise of Isengard. Oh my god, that's great. Ah, we've been here before. Do you remember this place? When he stood before me, I knew the mind of the one you called a weeping warrior. Far to the south, into the crumbling remains of Dol Guldur, Karazgar fled in agony. He rests among the lingering evils of the necromancer and there reflects upon his failure. He knows not his true self, his prisoner eludes him and his strength falters. What he seeks has been denied him, but his thoughts betray a new malice. You have beheld a vision of Karazgar the Weeping Warrior. Yeah, God. Oh my god, that's just what I thought. I missed one of those visions. I didn't realize it had triggered. And I'm not sure if I can repeat this instance. As of the time of recording, none of the instances of Lay of Rust and Rime are available in the Reflecting Pool. So I will need to come back to them at some point if they become available. But basically, we missed a vision of Véthug Wintermind, which is a drake from the north that comes seeking vengeance according to Tárasánë, and he is the son of Hrímil Frostheart, and we will learn about Hrímil in just a moment. You seek the Herald of Winter, and you shall soon know her. Hrímil she is named, and in the elder days she served Morgoth Rayleigh. But the will of Sauron could not compel her, and he bade Karazgar imprison her. Sauron is defeated and the Mordath shattered, but her jailer has escaped her wrath. To her frozen hordes, Hrímil is the last remnant of the great enemy. And they serve her will alone. Talk to Tárasánë, the Green Lady. There was Véthug. Ah. What I have shown you may not come to pass, but it will be the future that awaits you if you abandon this quest. There are things that remain beyond my sight in the frozen wastes of Morgoth, and so you must remain vigilant. Remember well what you have seen, Beriathan. It is time you awoke. Wake now, Beriathan. Do you understand what awaits you? Hrímil and the Weeping Warrior each seek to ensnare the other, and their battles shall span from the forest of the Elves into the frozen wastes of the north. Those of the uttermost west have not turned their gaze from this realm. but my lord has bidden me to stay my hand in such matters of strife. Do not despair of what you have seen, Beriathan, for these servants of Morgoth and Sauron may yet be defeated. Your fate is beyond my sight, but you have gained many allies in your adventures, and they have not forgotten you. Alright, so we gotta go back to King Thranduil. So I guess we will once again take the Mastering Dale. From there, the swift travel to Felaggoth. From there, well, we'll see. We'll see where we go. All right.
What do you need?
Felaggoth once again. Let me turn the quest ranks back on. Yeah. That's good. And there we go. Thamildis. So I guess Thamildir is this one to the south. Is that correct? That's right. Here we are. I thought Tárasánë was lost evermore, Beriathan. Thranduil appears to gaze through you for a moment, and a subtle look of sorrow washes over his face. Tárasánë once dwelt in peace within Greenwood, but when Sauron came in the guise of the necromancers, she vanished. I thought she had been banished by the necromancer's evil, will return to her lord's side in the uttermost west, and my searches for her in the years that followed all proved fruitless. I am gladdened by her return, but filled with sorrow by her. Filled with sorrow at what might have been had she remained and stood against the evils of Mirkwood. Alas, that such things cannot be undone even by her power. Thranduil pauses for a moment and remains silent. The dragon of which Tárasánë spoke is not known to me, but Durin's folk ran afoul of cold drakes in the days of their kingdom in the Ered Mithrim. I shall send word to the king under the mountain at once. If we are to ensnare Karazgar, it would do us well to learn more of his foe. For now, I shall have my scouts continue to seek Karazgar and his agents in Erin Lasgalin. I shall send word at once if we discover any trace of them. Beriathan, I have received an urgent missive from the Master of Lichtown regarding Karazgar. It seems the smugglers in league with Karazgar have succeeded in delivering their cargo to his agents in Esgaroth of old. If the cargo is similar to what you discovered, it will be filled with cold-drakelings. I believe that Karazgar seeks more dragon bones in his misguided belief that they will bolster his strength or grant him some measure of sorcery, but none know the truth of this matter. I would ask that you travel to Esgaroth of old and put a stop to his agents. If Karazgar's agents have gathered the slain drakelings among the bones of Smaug, burn their remains before they fall into his hands. Once Esgaroth of old is free of his influence, I would ask that you return to Erebor. The king under the mountain is troubled greatly by what you learned of Hrímil Frostheart in your vision and wishes to speak with you. Okay. We need to go to Esgaroth of old. That's great. That's a fortunate turn of events. Because that means we gotta go back to Loiglond. I mean, you have different ways of doing this. We can technically muster back in Dale and from there right south. But we can also go back to Felaggoth and from there right north. Back to Loiglond, I mean. And from there right north. And we're gonna do that because that would also give us the chance of getting the other locations for this date. So that's what we're gonna do. Let us go. Let us try and do this with the regular steed. I don't want to risk it right in the war steed on the forest and potentially pass by the location we need to visit. So no. Still quite a ride, but well, we can enjoy another trip through the forest, I guess. Oh, no, no, no. I missed the turn. Alright, there we go. We should eventually get there. We're getting close to the place. Hopefully. This is the gate. Well, we've been on this gate before. So I guess this signals the end of Thranduil's influence in Mirkwood. Someone attacking? An orc. Alright. And over here, a bit of place. On the shallow shore, most of the Varls run aground. So this is the place. I was really close to this location last time I came trying to find it, but once again, it seems you gotta be on the exact spot. That certainly makes things a little tricky. Now, where is the next one? Well, I wasn't at the exact spot. I was really close. Oh, I think I can no longer be sure with this. Let us not swim. That doesn't work as well. Let us just try to find a path again. Hurry there, I don't know what happened there. Oh my god. So long journey, but the next location for the deed is closer to Esgard of the Vault, where we will also go to the quest. Yeah, I think that was part of the issue. I remembered, of course, the elves. At some point, they get the barrels from the river on the rafts, and they took it somewhere else. What I didn't remember is that somewhere else was closer to Esgard of the Vault than Loegland. And that's what got me confused. So I was looking for 2 locations near Loegland, but only one of them was the one. And I think it was, yeah, around this place. Well, are you alive or are you dead? Bilbo asks Thorin. Yeah, Bilbo's sassiness as he grows more confident as the adventure continues. It's great the way Bilbo grows from that really shy hobbit to one that's not afraid to stand up to Thorin. That's great. I love the kind of answers that Bilbo gives Thorin after a while. Like, he comes to realize he's the one carrying the entire group, and it's just, I'm done with you, dwarves. Like, I love Bilbo. I love Bilbo. I used to think when I was younger that had Bilbo been the ring bearer, the quest would have been over much more sooner than it did. Karazgar's agents have gathered the remains of young cold drakes among the bones of Smaug. Yeah, I can see that. And a lot of bodies that at first I thought, yeah, men from Mordor, but also men from Lake Town. Something really bad happened here. Burn the remains of 18 drakes? Are you serious? Fine. That's a lot. So it seems the bodies we found were actually the bodies of these thieves, these smugglers from Lake Town that are in league with Karazgar, not the regular people of Lake Town. So that's a little bit better. At least the people that died were not innocents, but was still a lot of dead bodies. We really gotta step it up and find Karazgar soon. Well, 18 bodies seemed like a lot at first, but wasn't so bad. They were not hard to find. Use it, please. And after this, we'll go back to King Thorin, it seems. Oh, come on. Patrol Esgarroth of Old in search of the Weeping Warrior? Okay. Yeah. That bridge that we've already been in. That's where we're headed. A path of slain men lines the broken bridge to Esgarroth of Old. Smugglers and black Númenóreans alike. You discover a gravely wounded cold drake, gasping for what must be its final breaths. You are too late. My king fly to the herald's halls. You have stolen her children. Tune them with the blades of men, elves and dwarves. She will send Véthug to end you. Alright, so we need to warn King Thorin. Things are not looking good. We really should step it up. Karazgar has always been one step ahead of us. We cannot let that happen anymore. Do we have any here? That might be good. This maybe, and this. It's a shame though that none of these quests give reputation. It would be great if they gave Thorin's whole Leylands, elves, whatever. A mix of them. I don't know. What has happened, Beriathan? What has become of Karazgar and his plans? You explained to King Thorin III that Karazgar entered Erin Lasgalen seeking to corrupt the will of a powerful being known as the Green Lady. When he failed and sustained a potent wound at her hands, he was driven from Erin Lasgalen and has not yet returned. A vision was shared with you in which the Green Lady revealed that Vethúg Wintermind is merely the spawn of the Herald of Winter, Hrímil Frostheart. Meanwhile, Karazgar's agents returned to Esgarroth of Old and used the cold-drakelings they smuggled through the Daylands to deceive a lesser cold drake and draw the ire of the Herald of Winter to the north. King Thranduil informed me that you have a troubling vision, Beriathan. So the Herald of Winter is not Véthug Wintermind, but the dragon matron who spawned him, named Hrímil Frostheart. By Durin's beard, she is merely a fable among my folk. We of Durin's folk have never seen her in all the days of our people, and though I heard rumors that Sauron had imprisoned her, I thought them false. If he had such an ancient dragon under his command, would he not have sent her forth against his foes? If Hrímil now sends Véthug to avenge her brood, I do not doubt Karazgar will try to capture him. He may be a coward, but he is a cunning dragon tamer, and I fear he will use Véthug to lure Hrímil from whatever refuge she has found. To what end? I cannot say, but Hrímil must possess a power greater than Karazgar. I must think on this matter, my friend, but the time for action shall come soon enough. I have thought long on what is to be done, Beriathan. If Hrímil Frostheart soon sends Véthug and her hordes against us, we of Durin's folk shall not shy from battle. You see, Véthug Wintermind was known to us long before Smaug. He drove my forefathers from Dol Guldur and left it a frozen ruin. Such a fate will not befall Erebor. We withstood the evils of Smaug and Bolg, and we shall withstand this. You have done many great deeds for Durin's folk, my friend, and there is now a task befitting such a warrior. I would ask that you travel the lands of the north and gather the resources of each of its peoples. We shall have need to share them if the battle is to be won. Swiftly now, Beriathan. Okay, back to every single settlement we've been in so far. Blocks of stone in Erebor. In the meantime, I think we can start checking some of these enhancement runes. Oh, an enhancement. Oh my god, a golden one. Why? Why do you give me golden ones when I don't have any use for them? I think we should actually be grouping this so that I can keep track of all the runes that I have and maybe not use. What? That was it? The blocks of stone and that's it? What happened? Ha! King Thorin's sense of humor has escaped you, I think. Yeah. Okay. Did I miss something in here, King Thorin? Ha! Such trickery does not befit me now that I am king under the mountain, Beriathan. You have always been eager to help those in need, but we have peoples enough to prepare our defenses and fill our stores, and they can handle such tasks. As for you, my friend, you have become something of an emissary to the peoples of the north. I would ask that you inform Queen Erna, Master Dagrun, and King Thranduil of what we have learned. Our friendships must be held close in such times, and at least in regard to the coming battle, there will be no secrets between us. Tell them what you have learned of the Herald of Winter, and tell them that Véthug shall soon come to seek his misguided vengeance upon the peoples of the north. Urge them to do whatever they can to prepare for battle, and inform them that Erebor shall again welcome those who cannot fight to the safety of these halls. When you have done as I have asked, return to me at once. Oh my god, yeah, that's not befit of a king, Thorin. That's not funny. There we go. All right. Let us talk to Queen Erna first. Dagrun, Thranduil, yeah, we have a lot of errands to run, it seems. Where is my milestone at? Erebor? Maybe I should get that milestone somewhere else. There's a lot of running around and maybe the milestone could alleviate some of that.
By the dragon's shadow.
So, the Herald of Winter was not a cold drake in the rumor monger's tale, but a different cold drake named Hrímil Frostheart. And now her spawn comes to set siege to the Dalelands. Erna lets out a wry, desperate chuckle. I shall have to have a word with King Thorin about this. I fail to see the difference between the rumors and our new circumstances. All of Karazgar's plots have come to pass. I care not that he is wounded and lost. He has turned Hrímil's ire upon us, and we shall suffer her wrath in his stead. The young king shall face the same test as his namesake, but he is not ready to bear such a burden. Who can ever be truly ready to face such a challenge? What else can we do but prepare? I shall rally every able warrior of Dale and send my people to the safety of Erebor when the time comes. It seems the arrows must be knocked once more. Go on, Beriathan. There is much to be done and little time to speak. On that I agree. The Great Keep, let us go. Now to Lake Town, so It's a shame there's only one stable master in Dale, considering how big the town is. I mean, not super big. You can go to the south end in a short while, but come on. What it cost you to have another stable master in here? Well, it's no Minas Tirith, that's for sure. And to my knowledge, Minas Tirith so far is the only place in which you can find more than one stable master, and it earns that. It earns the privilege.
What do you need?
So, Lake Town first. Let us go to Lake Town. Looking good. But it's not raining. And the music in here, the music of Lake Town, it's great. Yeah, a great tune. Yeah, I think for a moment, well, this was my in-game place. I had my milestone at Lake Town because it's one of the only places you cannot access easily. Lake Town or Loeglon, one of those two. It makes for fastest travel.
By the crown of Dale.
It is my truest regret and sorrow that some of my people aided Karazgar in his plots. Perhaps now they will understand their folly, for we shall all suffer the consequences of their foolishness. They have drawn the ire of this Hrímil Frostheart to our lands, and now I fear that Lake Town will again bear the most grievous wounds at the hands of her offspring. Instead of flames, we shall be frozen along with the waters of the Long Lake. We cannot rebuild our homes and resettle our people on the lake every time a new foe comes to the north. Sooner or later, we shall run out of places to flee. I will offer what I can to the folk of Dale and Erebor. We have plentiful stores of water and food to be shared, but I am afraid I cannot spare a single warrior. All of this business has riled the folk of Lake Town, and my guards are needed here to keep order. I am sorry I cannot offer more, Beriathan. We of Lake Town will prepare as best we can. Well, let us hope the elves can do more. Not that I don't appreciate what you are doing, Dagrun, but we need swords and bows. And if you cannot provide them, maybe the elves can.
What can I do for you?
Alright, now we go to Felaggoth. There we go. Alright, here we are at long last. I knew well of the cold-drakelings that ravaged the Ered Mithrim Beriathan, but never have I known his name. Véthug Wintermind. So he is the hated spawn of Hrímil Frostheart. Whether we are granted days, weeks, months, or mere hours to prepare remain unknown. But the king under the mountain speaks true. Véthug will come. We know little of Hrímil's forces and what Véthug may bring to bear upon this realm. But it is clear from your vision that her hordes are not limited to dragonkind. There is no ill will between us and Durin's folk, but we have all battled and suffered greatly to repel the forces of the enemy. Terrible wounds are still borne by my kin, and I cannot master such a force as the one that repelled the orcs and easterlings before Erebor. I shall send the warriors and archers I can to defend this realm, but I fear it will take more than our combined armies to overcome such a foe. Let us hope it is enough. Yeah, well, if that's all we can do for the time being, that will have to do. That will have to suffice. Well, yeah, let us hope that's it. Finally, let us grab the goat. Let us go back to King Thorin. So it is done? Good. I will not allow Véthug to displace Durin's folk again, Beriathan. We of the North battled together in unfriendly times and triumphed over Smaug and the armies of Bolg, but this time it shall be different. Durin's folk, the men of Dale, and the elves of Erin Lasgalin have no quarrels between them. There is no treasure to divide, no Wergil withheld in stubbornness, and no treachery between us. We stand united against Vethug Wintermind, and so too shall we stand against Karazgar and Hrímil Frostheart. At last, the dwarves of Durin's folk shall have our vengeance. Véthug will fall. Alright, what's the next step of this? Yeah, it seems we're going to Ravenhill next, but I think this is as good a place as any as living here. It seems this Lay of Rust and Rime is longer than I remembered, so we still need more time to complete it. So join me next time and we'll see what comes next as we get ready to fend off Vethúg Wintermind. For the time being, this has been all on today's episode of Citadel Guard Adventures. Thank you so much for watching, I hope you enjoyed, and I hope to see you on the next one. Until then, my friends, stay safe, take care, good luck to you all, and I will see you later.